Good morning. Are we live?
It says setting up your YouTube live. I think
Okay.
it'll pop up on the screen.
It says it's being live streamed.
All
Mhm.
right, go ahead and let
Oh,
me read you when
hey.
I'm gonna.
I
We
forgot
are
to do one
live,
thing.
but I am going to oh,
Me too. Are we good? Okay. Rayson, you're muted now. Okay, good. Good morning. Welcome to Real Estate Canva Lab with Rayson Frost and Joy Johnson. And that's Rayson.
I'm Raisa. You said my name. Sorry. Tell you what, I when we go live on YouTube,
I know you're
it
paying attention.
automatically starts playing, but like 30 seconds behind the actual Zoom.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
hearing both feeds and I just can't, if I'm talking, I can't.
Oh my gosh, that's a
I can't
lot.
fix it. So I'm also going to record right now as well. So
That's fantastic. Well, speaking of a lot going on at one time, and I'm recording too, but a lot going on at one time, today we're going to talk about bulk create with Google Sheets, not Google Sheets. Oh my gosh, my notes are wrong. With Canva Sheets. So we're going to go into Canva Sheets, we're going to bulk create, and I'm going to just take you through the process. We like to use the bulk create for things that are evergreen. So it could be um, buyer education, seller education, home tour tips, real estate terms, myth versus fact. That was hard to say this morning. Myth versus fact post, frequently asked questions, home prep, moving tips, client education kind of stuff. It could be, say you like to have motivational quotes or you want to whatever your niche is, maybe there's content that pertains to your niche that could be evergreen. Like I talk a lot about women-owned businesses. So I could create evergreen content around that. And that could either be having a list of women-owned businesses and having one I want to feature every week, or it could be something like organizations to promote and support women-owned businesses in Clark County, Washington, anything like that. So think about, I would say sit down and think about what could I talk about that's evergreen and it doesn't need to be timely or topical. So we're not going to do listing posts here. We're not going to do market updates, that kind of thing. We're going to talk about something. And I would say in this era, this is just my own, this is an aside, it's not even in my notes. In this era of people doing a lot of the same stuff, I'm going to use a very basic example here today. But I would say if you can differentiate yourself, which is why I mentioned if there's something in your niche that you could talk about and know about, even luxury, your opinions about what makes a listing luxury, or put your opinions out there, be a thought leader. I would encourage you. Don't just follow the crowd. So I think I'm just going to jump right in and show us rather than tell us what we're doing. So let me Google Chrome. I have my notes. This isn't the page I want, but we're going to go there anyway. And then I'm going to try to find the page I want. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Good job, Joy. Let's find the page I want and let's put it up.
while you're doing that, I say another really great one is if you don't have a practice of immediately posting testimonials onto social media when you get new ones, this is another great one that you can bulk create with.
I love that idea. And one thing I really, really love that you said that, Ray Sun, is that I've been thinking about just reposting them. I don't want to say we're shy, but we feel like we're tooting our own horn here. How much do we want to repeat something? So I'm going to share my screen now. So I've been really thinking about, oh my gosh, I keep sharing the wrong page, and I think it just looks different when I'm looking here at sharing. I may have just closed that window. Nope, I didn't. I know how to do this. Trust me, she says. Trust me.
This
Okay,
is
let's
not a
find this
how
page
to
now.
not a how to use your computer class, so we're good.
Oh my gosh, I know. Okay, this should be the right one. It keeps opening.
So
Is
I
it,
think it's
what are you
showing
seeing? I
we're
think,
seeing black. It says you've started screen sharing, but it's black. I think it's because you might have you're trying to select a single sheet and it's not sharing that exact sheet or something. It would be better if you could just share your entire computer and then you can just go to where you need to go and we'll be able to see it.
yeah, I need to, you know what I need to do too is get rid of this window is what's going on. I have another window and it keeps opening Canva. There we go. This should work. It keeps wanting to open our, I don't know really why. Okay, you can see my projects, right?
Yes, we're into Canva now.
Amen. We're in the right place. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. I had to get rid of the other, it kept opening the wrong window. I have two windows, one for class and one for work. So what I would do if I had brainstormed something and I wanted to post it, there are a few ways to do this. I find it really easy to come in here and I'm in my projects and I'm moving things because I do what Ray Sun says now and I go to projects instead of home. Except sometimes I need to go home because, like ET. But I would say new design or I would probably put it in a new folder, but for today I'm just going to show you something. So I would go in and I would go to Sheets. I don't know if you played with Sheets yet,
Did you
but
say new design?
I said design, you could put it in a
Fine.
folder. You could put it in a
Okay.
folder and organize it.
And then
I
you
went
go
to
into
design
sheets.
to Sheets. So just like
Okay.
it tells you all the other things you can make now, I don't know if anybody's played with it, but Canva has Sheets. And Sheets is just like using Google Sheets or
Okay.
And
something,
since you
or an
asked,
Excel spreadsheet, except it has some added capability that's
and
pretty
Kelly,
cool.
since you asked, my general recommendation is let's say you were is to go into the appropriate folder and start a new
And
design.
start it.
Yeah. So like if you were going to start, if inside your marketing, depends on how you've organized your folders, but inside marketing, for example, let's say if you were doing testimonials or if you were doing whatever you're doing, you go into your marketing folder and from there start a new design. So you don't have to later put it in the right
So you don't have
folder.
to move it. That's where you'll see when we move ahead, I have my sample in our real estate Canva lab folder. So, but you can go into Sheets. Sheets is pretty cool, and I'm going to tell you something. It's pretty smart. You can say, I am a real estate agent. I don't type all that fast when people are watching me.
And if you'll notice, what did she do? She went up to Ask Canva. She clicked on the Ask Canva button. So she's going to be getting Canva to help design the tips or whatever
And
she's
say
going to
whatever
create.
it is, 30.
So while she's writing that out, some of our past ones, we've talked about AI in Canva and how the Canva AI has really accelerated. So you can go ahead and create things in, Claude or whatever your preferred AI is, or like if you're doing testimonials, copying and pasting into another Excel sheet, and you could copy and paste into here. But this is for someone who says, I just want to get started and I have no idea. Open up Sheets, go to Ask Canva, and then you'll see here she's saying, I want to bulk create 20 Instagram posts about tips for home sellers. Give me 20 topics. And she's starting to kind of ask it 20 hooks and
let's see what it gives
captions
us.
and see what
It's
it is.
usually it's pretty darn smart. You'd be shocked right now. Although we're going to hope that the technology does what we want it to do right now, because how many times have we done things? I was asking Claude or ChatGPT something yesterday, and it just kept regurgitating the same answer it gave me, even though it was a completely different question. And I finally had to say, stop repeating yourself and give me something, answer my question. But let's see what happens.
It'll
And
it'll also take a little bit of extra time because we're already on Zoom.
yeah, It'll take a minute. If it
But
takes too long, we'll just go ahead to what
you
I've done. And I'll
you
show you how to do it manually too.
and if you can import stuff into Canva sheets, you can copy and paste, rows from Excel into
Mhm.
here. So there's lots of different ways that you can get your data or information if you already have something somewhere else into the sheets here.
And at the end, I would like to cover just show you where to find that. Okay, I thought it was going to be a little quicker. It said it was just ready to do it. And I wanted, there you go. So here you have 20 posts. I mean, of course, we need to
Proof them.
edit these, but I told it I wanted 20 posts. I wanted the topics. I want the hooks. I want the caption. And it's already given me captions that are complete with hashtags and emojis and everything. I generally find the content that comes out of this is pretty good. The other thing you can do is you can go in and you can tell it things like, say you have a little list. I'm not doing a very good job of grabbing this. That was not what I meant to do. I'll show you later because I'm trying to
Oh,
do
this
that
is
well.
amazing.
It's out. Did you read any of those?
Yeah, I'm reading them right now.
Yeah, and they're pretty darn good. This is not, I'm going to say, I know I said be a thought, leader, try to give people your own expertise, but sometimes we just need a flip and post. Like we just need to show people we're alive, and we might be showing houses all day and negotiating contracts, and we don't have time. Let
Yeah,
people
these
know
are
you're
good,
alive.
what I like to call filler posts in a way.
I think of
Like,
it that way too, filler
and
content.
would not recommend doing this for every single day of the week. But if you are like, gosh, I've done this with motivational quotes before, you can do
Right.
it with this. If you had like, 2 or even 3 times a week, if you went in and did, a whole year's worth, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do, or 6 months worth during the busy season, I'm going to go put these out and post, get them scheduled out. So I'm set to go. Then if you do get super, super busy, at least you've had 1 or 2 posts that week, right?
Okay, so what
Right.
did you just do, Joy? Because
I just opened up the one that I already prepped. That's all. That's
okay.
all
So
I
then
did.
how do we get from the spreadsheet or the sheet to that?
That's the magic that I'm going to show you now.
Lovely. I'm
So
waiting.
you have your sheet,
Okay.
and you could see from the one that I showed that it had all the topics, all the things. I added a column. So I'm going to delete the column so that I can show you adding a column. Okay. So you can right click on the column and you can say add a column to the right. You need to name your column. I'm naming mine image. This is the image I'm going to use here. And I need to put an image in here. Now, if you set up your brand the way we talked about setting up your brand, you have images in there. You can put that image in there. You
Drag
can
and
put
drop. So right now she's
this image
opened
in
up
here.
brand and she's dragging and
And
dropping.
I'm just dragging and dropping.
Okay, so how did you name your image? Or how did you name your column? Did you just click in the column?
I clicked in it and I wrote image.
It works just like Excel or Google
Right.
Sheets.
Oh, got
or
it.
any of the
Okay.
other
Just
sheets.
like that. So
It's
just,
Perfect. Got it.
yeah. So row 1 has your titles. And the titles are what they say is not important, but having them is important, as you'll see when we move on. So you can, I have these images. I can click on them and do things. I can do fun, not what I meant to do. I can fill in with one image. And there are other nifty things you can do, but I'm going to show you one really, really awesome thing that you can do. So you have all the images and you can background remove all at one time.
Wow.
So done, done, done. Did everybody catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's pretty cool.
And if you I have a folder that has B-roll, right? Or like
Right.
B-roll like photographs. So like you see how she's picked the one where she's pointing like this. If you wanted to go have somebody, doesn't matter if you're wearing the same clothes, if you just go like this, you know,
Yeah. I can't see
whatever,
you.
make your images. Can you see? I know, make your images,
I
right?
made you
Like
small.
take a snap here, take a snap here. And you had those set up. Then you could just go and either upload all of those and then copying them into this, or you could go
Mhm.
to the folder and drag and drop like she
Right.
was doing here, get them all in with a variety of images. So they're not all the same images.
And you can
You
rotate
can-
through images on this, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's been, I mean, it's Wednesday. It's been a long week. I don't have enough brain cells to deep dive into anything in this today. I'm just going to show you the basics and we can revisit some how to like make it more interesting, how to change it up. But I
You
also find that repetition, if you look at, major corporations, Coca-Cola doesn't change things up very much, do they? It looks the same. If you want brand recognition, you can keep things the same. It's not that important. So from here, you have your sheet. I have all this information.
So real quick, Joy, did
Yes.
you start in is this an Excel spreadsheet that you
Oh, I do it
extract?
in Canva sheets.
this is
Oh,
Canvas.
Canvas
Canva
sheet.
sheets, and it just gave me all this great content.
Okay.
So it's fantastic. And there are other things we can cover another time. But you come up here, so you're in your sheet, say actions, scroll down to bulk create. So you have a sheet, it's full of things. You say bulk create. Now you need to tell it what data we're going to use. And I know my data set is A1 through D, I think it's 21. Yeah, through row D21. So you see it's all your title column and all your things that you want to bulk create with. And it could be, you could have 5 things up here. I just made it very, very simple. And then you tell it continue. And then it's going to ask me, do I continue with the current design? I can search Canva's content. You can see where I played with that. I could search Canvas content. I could search my own templates, but I'm going to use something that I already have here. I have a title on it. I edited it. I said spotted a green flag. It has this verbiage here. I put this data that's going to stay the same. I need to match things to make sure that it works the way I want. So it's trying to do what I already told it to do in the past. This is matched. I want to match the image. So let me find the image. Not letting me do it.
It's
Oh, I
set
know
as a
why. I know why it's up
background.
at the top. I told you I don't have enough brain cells this morning. So we're going to do it again so I can show
But
you
go
with
back,
my,
go back, go back.
yeah,
To
I'm going
show
to show
how to
you with
connect
my brain
data.
cells intact. Go to here, find your image. Do you see at the top where it says connect data?
Mhm.
Hit connect data, image.
And if you go back up and do that one more time, I just want to
I'm
show.
going to show something else here. Sorry,
Okay,
because I've got a
that's fine.
few.
Anything else? Select something.
Yeah. Oops. No, don't do that. I don't know why it did that. I told it to do something. Let's go back. Doesn't want me to do that. Just a moment. Like I said, not enough brain cells this morning. No excuses, just not enough brain cells. Oh my goodness. Now I'm changing everything. I'm going to I'm trying to find it again. I actually lost one this morning. Why is it doing this? Do you know?
I would just go backwards. Go back to the. Have you ever done it from the image and then connected the data?
I have, but
Okay.
I've got the image
So,
here. So
all right. So let's click on something.
let me pause for a
Okay.
sec and just see where we are. I think what happened was I opened too many things. Thank you all for your patience while I look at this. It's asking me to find the template, and that's what I keep doing wrong here. Okay, I'm coming here. This is what you do when you, I don't know why that one doesn't have, oh, I know, because I went back. Let's remove the background. I got it. Thank you for bearing with me. I think this is an example of sometimes we're in these apps and all of a sudden we can't find our way because I threw something away this morning accidentally. We will select our data range.
You can do it manually too, just so you know, you can type in.
Yeah, I just don't always know what it is. So,
Yeah.
so I do know that it's D21. Yes. And then I'm going to use my post here. We're going to do the image. So we're back. We're going to do the image and we're going to say connect data.
And instead
to
of,
the image.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can also type, if you know the name of it, you
Yeah.
can type the name and it'll find it.
Now, something funny has happened when I tried this earlier today, and we'll see what happens here. It was doing too many. Okay, I want to connect this data right here, and I'm going to move it a little bit, but I'm going to connect data to the green flag topic. Does everybody see that? That's my hook. And then I'm going to tell it create 20 designs. And we'll give it a minute. And they're in this folder that you can see they're right here. If you need it for something, we can go from here, and another morning, maybe when we have more time or when we're doing a different class, we can talk about how to automate setting things up, how to schedule it. But you have your post. I also have a folder that has posts. But that's the individual posts. What I like to do is download an entire, I like to do all of them. And I like to do them all in one folder so I can use them all at once. I saw that Linda had a question, so I wondered if we should address that. Linda, did you have a question?
You're muted, Linda.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just talking and um, you said this was Canva sheets. Where is it on the side over here on the left side?
On the left side, you're going to say create. You can do it here.
Actually, you could do it right, show her right where you're on. When you go to home, there's a blue right where you're at. You don't have to move anywhere.
You can do it up at the top.
Yeah. See
You
where
can
it says
do it on the
sheet?
left for create. You can do it, you can be in your projects. What I would normally do is I would be in it's saved each separately. You want to save them together. That was me just not being great today. But I would do a folder. If I were starting this, I would say new folder and I would say bulk create, whatever it is. One thing I want to show you about bulk create is you can also be here. You can be in Canva or you can be home. You can be wherever you want to be. And you can create and you can say, I want to bulk create. It should come up. Oh, it's in apps. See,
So
go to apps, do as I say, not as I do. Go to apps and say bulk create. Bulk create lives in apps. If you were part of our apps class, go to bulk create and search for it. It should pop up. because it's this morning and I'm just not doing all that well. I'm not seeing it.
So I do it, I
How
guess,
do you do it?
backwards. I create the template that I want to use first
And I've
because
done it that way too.
because what I think is hard right now is how did you even get to the template? Right? Like you can create the Google Sheets, but
Right.
then how do you pick a template? Like you had already picked your template, so it already the design. But
That's
like
true.
I find it easier to create to get the design that I want first. But because we already know how to do that. We already go in, pick an Instagram post, find the template we like. Can you maybe show that?
I'm going to show you my workflow because it's, easier for me to show you my
Perfect.
workflow. What actually happens is I go in and I think about, I'm going to do the sheet, and then I do something that Ray Sun taught us a while ago. And I add a page and I say, social media, I want an Instagram post, and then I come work right here. So
Over in the
similar,
templates.
but I do
Good.
them together.
Templates, yeah.
And then I say templates, and then I say real estate tips. So then I just have it ready to go, and it's
And you
all in one folder. And that's why I do it that way, because I just have it, maybe I want to apply all six. Maybe I want to apply this one, and you can drag and drop or put it in or whatever you want to do. But that's how I do it, is I just open a new sheet because I might take that data and I might want to do something different. I might want to create a presentation. I might want to create, something else that has multiples. So that's really my workflow, is that I open a new one and I do it that way. So kind of the same thing you're saying, Rayson, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I just go about it that way. So they're
And
together and I don't have to go find it.
what you want to do is you want to make sure, can you go back and do that again? You want to make sure that before you bulk create, go back and add something again.
Yeah.
Sorry. You want to make sure before you do the bulk creation that you have, so click one, it doesn't really matter which one, but like
Yeah.
Joy is black and white, for example. You want to make sure that the text is everything's set just the way you want.
The basic.
The
So
basics,
where
because
on this one, where I said spotted, a green flag, and then I made my name Vancouver, Washington real estate agent, because we don't have columns that are titled. We don't have data to connect. We don't want to change those every time. You're looking for continuity. So if you have a title, and you don't have to have a title, but if you want a title or you want your information, I would always have my name on it. It could be my website, it could be my name. I would always put my name on it. Anything that you want to leave the same.
And the other thing is that this is just me because I will get really confused, is that on that, go back to the template, please.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is share this post. Let's say I was going to leave that, save for later. I was going to leave that. They are not going to be connected to data. If
Right.
something is going to be connected to data, this is just me. Then, for example, let's say instead of real estate tips, I was going to do a quote of the day.
Right.
Then I might say, put quote of the day.
That's
now
what I was saying.
This
Yeah.
is a thing. But then where it says real estate terms of the week, swipe to find out. Let's just say I would change real estate to quote, like put quote here or quote tips or quote,
Yeah. So
quote
you remember
one,
what you're doing.
so that when I go to connect the data, the column header also says,
Yeah.
quotes. And then I could, something like that. Right. So,
So you've labeled
so
it.
it helps when you go back later, 6 months from now, you're like, which one of these do I keep the same? And which one of these do I connect to data? Right.
And so this one, I would, just to kind of belabor it, I know we're out of
Mhm.
time. I would put, this is my Instagram handle there. I would do a quote of the day. I would probably not write quote goes here, but I like the idea of writing quote goes here, I would leave swipe to find out, share this post, save for later. This one too, I would select and either group. I would probably but make sure, see how this is one field, this is one section. when you do it, one of these will, the one you don't change will stay.
Yeah,
So
so
I
you
would take it out
delete
like
one. Yep.
this, and then I would say like Ray Sun says, and then remember. And then that's the only thing that you need to change. Everything is the same. It's just like with this one, I left the green flag. I could say,
Hook.
you
You
know,
could put hook.
yeah, hook here. And I asked for hooks when I did it, but spotted a green flag, this, and then I changed, we'll go back to here. I changed the photo. I don't know that I'd make it quite so big. You can go in each one. You can, when you ask it to make it, you can do all your posts in one folder, which makes it really easy to go through. Sometimes you have to, this one arranged it pretty well, but sometimes you need to maybe make a font bigger, smaller. You need to move your little thing that you did, but I mean, you can get the gist. It made all these are great. I think they're great. I would,
Mhm.
maybe change the photo or change the background, but it's great. This is evergreen content that you can create and you can sit down. And that's one reason why I kind of lost it for a minute because I'm doing it live. I work at my desk. My dogs are in their beds, they're sleeping. I don't have people looking at me while I'm typing and doing things. And for me, I get a little a little nervous sometimes when I do it. But you could see that we did it live. We did it right here. You sat here while I told, Canva Sheets, this is what I want. And it filled out, you know, 20 posts for me.
And just so to
Tremendous
clarify, the
time saver.
captions don't get connected to
Uh-uh.
the individual things. So you will need to do one of two things. You will need to copy the caption into the notes for each of the individual designs.
And that's what I would do.
Yeah, or you can leave it in the Excel sheet, and when you go to make the actual post, just know you have to have the image plus the caption to copy into the
Mhm.
whether
Captions
Instagram,
don't
TikTok,
copy.
whatever you're using.
And I think Linda had a question. I know we're at the end. Sorry, I can show you something else for my workflow that I love when it comes to copying. But Linda, did you have a question?
Yeah, I went back and I looked at the session that you guys did with the when if you had Canva Pro and you know how you
Mhm.
could pull extra stuff, but if you send it to EXP, I sent it to EXP to print the flyers, but it still wouldn't let me print. It wanted me to pay.
Check your permissions. See if you're sending it to yourself to edit or
Yeah,
just to view.
We
no,
may
I
have
sent
to
it
we may
edit. I definitely put edit, able to
Good.
edit.
we may
Okay.
have to problem solve that live. If we have
Yeah.
enough questions, maybe we could do a live problem solving next time.
I would love a problem solving live.
What do you think? Do you have some things you would want to bring, Kelly?
I don't have enough brain
Okay.
cells right now to answer
Right?
that question. I'm so sorry.
You and me both. I hate
I
saying
need
that,
one more of these. At
it,
least.
it's
Okay, let's
it's
plan
the
on this.
truth.
Let's
you know?
plan on next, because I think there are a few other questions that have popped up in the group. I know Rima had
Right, there
one,
are.
right? So why don't we plan on next week being a live problem solving, and it
And
will
I'm
be a
gonna
bring your questions, and everyone who shows up, we'll go ahead, Kelly.
I do. So
Okay.
I'll message you in Discord and then.
Message in the Facebook group. Put it in
Oh,
the
okay.
Facebook
All
group.
right. I will.
yeah,
I
put it
will.
in the Facebook group. I want to
But
show
as far
you.
as you guys know, you're able to. I should be able to move it to
Yeah.
EXP and be able to print
Yeah,
without
just there are
paying.
different ways. There are different ways to do it. And the question, yes, EXP is a pro
Okay, I
account,
just
an
wanted.
enterprise account.
All
So
right,
that should not be an issue. It's just we'll have to
I'm
we'll have
doing
to
something
problem
wrong.
solve with you.
Okay,
Yes.
And
okay.
I'm going to show you something really, really fast if you want to take a minute and see it. I am a huge fan of, do you use split view in Google Chrome? Does everybody use Chrome?
I use Chrome.
Okay, I'm a huge fan of split view because I could go to what I'm working on. And now, of course, I can't find these posts. where they went. We're going to pretend we've got it. Let's open one. Okay, so I'm here and I said split view. I'm going to unsplit it right now. Separate the views and I'll show you. So say I have this open right here and I have all my captions. And then I'm looking for the one I just opened. Hopefully we can find it, but I'm here. And I would say new split view with current tab. So I split the view. It's not doing it. I can't find which one this is.
You didn't save it in a folder.
I know. I know.
You
But
can
I'll show
also
you.
you
It's
can
pretty
also
darn cool.
you can also split the
Mm.
view manually just by taking the tabs out
Yes.
and setting them side by side.
But I'm
I just saw what time
really,
it is and I gotta jump
Okay.
off. Thank you,
Yeah.
ladies.
I'll show you another time, but we'll do split view. I've been doing it all the time and it's amazing. Amazing. Yeah.
We will see you
So
next
copy
week.
and paste.